Hey, it's Samantha, obviously. And I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about anxiety and depression today. I have suffered with anxiety and depression my whole life. It's a struggle. It's horrible. Actually, like when I was younger, I didn't even know it was anxiety or depression. And I now realize what everything is. Depression is totally just focusing on the past and not letting things go, just hanging on to it and getting really sad about things that have happened that you have no control over. I mean, we don't have a rewind button. We can't hit the refresh key. It happened. It formed who you were, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can harbor in it, you can wallow in it, but you're never going to change it. And I've recently just started to learn ways of coping with that. Also, anxiety is like worrying ridiculously about things that you have no control over. You can have severe anxiety where just doing things that you're anxious over causes like literally panic attacks, like where you just physically can't make yourself do it. A lot of people have different levels of anxiety. I'll tell you guys just a little bit about my background with depression and anxiety. The depression is kind of like hit or miss, but the worst that I've ever been is after my dad died. Like, I literally wanted to take my life. I hated living, and what saved me from that was Jesus Christ. And I know that he's there for me. Like, he literally saved me, but I'm not saying that he's completely healed me from the depression, because we have to want to change. God created us with free will, and I used to sit there and pray to God and be like, take this away from me. Like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you making me feel this way? Like, I just want to be happy. I want to enjoy my kids. I want to enjoy my life. And what I have learned, like, just recently, like within the last year, literally, by recently, is that I obviously knew that God created us in our own will, but it just all came all together. And I realized that it's not up to him to make your depression go away. You can seek his guidance. You can seek his, just looking at all the ways that he loves you and making you feel better about yourself and all the reasons that he wants you to live. I mean, he created you. He loves you more than anyone in the whole world. He loves you. And that's really been a big help with my depression, is just getting closer in my relationship and my walk with Jesus. But my anxiety is something that is just horrible. I know a lot of you guys know me and you're like, okay, how do you have anxiety? You like are willing to talk to anyone. But those that know me personally know that I hide it a lot. Just like I have an extreme fear of heights, and just like being on, it's not a fear of heights, it's a fear of heights on unstable surfaces. I know that sounds really weird, but for the least amount of moment, like if I feel that a surface is unstable and I'm up high, I will literally freak out. Like, I won't be able to move my legs, I will be sweating, I can't breathe, my heart's beating rapidly, basically having an anxiety attack. I also used to have severe anxiety going in a porta potty. I couldn't shut the door. I know it sounds crazy, but like I literally can feel like my whole world like crashing down like in a porta potty. Like, I just couldn't do it. So there's a lot of other factors in my anxiety. It's like just constant, this like little gremlin monster guy that lives in my head, and he just will not shut up about like stupid, rude stuff. Anyone that hasn't ever been around someone closely with anxiety or dealt with it themselves are probably like, oh my gosh, we always knew Sam was crazy, but she's like totally crazy. But it's real, guys. It really happens. And I feel so free that I'm actually free of that. I used to be on meds, and I'm not going to tell you why I got off of them. It's a long story, and I don't want to put other people down, but there was a reason why I did, and I just felt like I don't know. I felt like Jesus was telling me, like God was talking to me, the Holy Spirit that lives within me, saying like, you know, you need to get this under control. Like if you need medication, like it's totally not against what I feel. Like you can do it. You don't have to I felt like I was going against God by being on medication, because I felt like, you know, my relationship with the Lord needed to be strong enough where I didn't need the medication, which I talked to a really close, confident friend of mine, and she explained to me, you know, God can use medication. God can use anything to heal. So I have a totally different philosophy on it now, and I just prayed about it a lot, and I felt like I needed to get on medicine, so I went to the doctor, and I'm on an anxiety depression medicine now. And since being on that, it's just taken the edge off enough where I've been able to actually think of other things I can do to relieve my anxiety and depression and not rely on just the medication. Because if you don't want to change, if you don't want to get better, you can take all the medication in the world and you're not going to get better. You have to want to. You have to do things to change. So some of the things I do coloring. I know it sounds kind of weird. I'm in a coloring club on Facebook. I'm also in a couple other groups. In the coloring club, we all buy the same book, and then we post every Sunday our creations. Like we do the same page the same week. So it's kind of cool to see everyone's different take on it, but it really calms me to color. It really relaxes me. If I know I'm going somewhere stressful, a situation or something, I like take my coloring book, or like at night I'll just like clear my mind and relax with it. It's really healing. I've also taken up yoga and meditation, and that is really, really amazing for my anxiety and depression. It's really just doing things for me has really helped. I've done some relaxing days at the salon. I've done just anything that makes me happy, anything that makes me calm down and relax just really helps. I'm like a go, high-strung person, so anything that makes me stop, focus, and a lot of like reading my personal development books and stuff has really helped. Just talking to other people in groups on Facebook. Sometimes I get to the point where I can't talk to other people that are in the groups because I realize that they're starting to bring me down, just because it's so, like when you're talking to other people with anxiety and depression, it's like if their depression's really bad, it's like, oh my gosh, you're so negative. Like I just really need to stay positive. So a lot of times, like, I'm like, wow, that's where I used to be. Like, thank you, God, for bringing me where I am now. And thank you, me, for making that choice. Since I've become more of a positive person, my kids have become more positive. We don't have as many negative things going on. I just pray that all the things that have happened to them up till now in their lives, with a mom dealing with so many emotional issues, I just don't want them to struggle with the same stuff I did. I want to guard them from that. I don't want them to go through the same anxiety and depression and all my eating issues and abusive relationship stuff, and I don't want them to go through that. So I just wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit about stuff that you can do, and just like I want to be a positive encouragement. Oh, it's trying to restart my computer. I want to be a positive encouragement. So if you're struggling with anxiety and depression and you need someone just to be positive, I mean, even if you want someone like to text you something like positive or funny like every day, like let me know, because I totally will. I want to help you. My calling in life is to help other people, help them feel good about themselves. As a salon manager, I do that every day by helping them feel good about themselves physically. I also try to get down to the emotional level and help people feel better about themselves emotionally. As a coach, I really get a chance to dig down to the deep-rooted issues and help people feel so much better about themselves with their food issues. And I love that. And as a Christian, I love to help people feel better about themselves by praying for them, praying with them, just talking about and encouraging their walk with the Lord. And as a mom, I get that opportunity too with my kids' friends and stuff. So I want all you guys to be happy. I want all you guys to live your life to the fullest. You only get one life. Each of us only gets one. It's what you choose to do with it. Every single one of us gets 24 hours a day to do what we want to do with it. And it's your choice ultimately. I know that it's so hard to change. I know that it's so hard to take that step, to take that first step. But once you do, don't ever look back. Don't ever look back, because you're beautiful inside and outside. No matter what you feel about yourself, your life is important. Your life has meaning. I've been there. I understand. A lot of drugs and alcohol set off the depressive mood swings. So, if you have problems with that, you need to get help. You can recover. You can put that stuff behind you. I have. And you'll thank yourself for it. You'll look back and you'll say, wow, look where I've come. Look where I came from. And that just encourages you to keep moving forward. We all are in this journey. We're all in different stages of our lifetime journey. And I just want to be there for you and encourage you. And anxiety and depression's real. And we need to accept that. And we need to move forward and live in the present. Live in the now. Live in the here and now. What can you do to change today? How can you make a difference? Being a positive influence on someone else can help shape you into a more positive person. If you are more positive, you will attract more positivity. Same goes with negative. Be positive. Be a good influence. Be a good friend. Be there for someone who needs you today. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.